What's up, y'all? And welcome to another episode of Worldly Church Girl. It's your girl, your host, Lillian Harshaw. So the other day, I made a joke. And I think someone took it more serious than what it was. Because it was a joke. And it got me to thinking, why is it that some people feel that people who are in church, who are saved, who love the Lord, can't have a sense of humor? Have to be sticklers all the time. Have to be uber serious 24/7. Because if that's what they're looking from out of me, they're going to be extremely disappointed because I don't have a long-term serious fiber within me. I don't know how to be serious very long. At best, in regular everyday conversation, if you spring something serious on me, you got a 15-minute window. And I think I'm highballing it. You got a 15-minute window before I either mentally check out or I actually say a joke, or I say something that probably will change the subject or whatever we're talking about. I can't do it. I don't know how to stay in serious lane. My address is not there. My address is I'm going to laugh. And what makes it even bad about it, I have a tendency to laugh when you probably shouldn't be laughing. But something in me, something in my brain, something in my soul or my spirit or my DNA, everything is funny. Because it's in my DNA, unfortunately, I have passed it on to my children. And I love it and I despise it at the same time. Because there's a bunch of mini-me's who are just as bad or sometimes even better at being funny. So it's like, life is so precious. I do not like the term life is too short. I feel like when you say that or someone says that to you, I feel like they are shortening their life. Because life and death is in the power of the tongue. That is my serious moment, folks. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. So do not speak stuff like that on me, because I will not speak that kind of thing on you. So I don't say life is too short, even though I'm saying it now, but I'm only saying it as this is what people say. I say life is precious, because it is. Life is precious. Life is a gift. But yeah, I enjoy the comedy of life. I know when to be serious. Don't get me wrong. I do know when it's time to be serious. And then that 15-minute may extend a little longer or a lot longer depending on the severity of that situation. But just regular, everyday conversation and you trying to be deep with me for no reason, I can't do it with you. I'm not going to be able to last. I'm going to change the subject. I'm going to laugh my way out of the room. I'm going to do something because I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this deep moment. And you need to get what you need to say out of your system really fast. Because I can't. And then here's the thing. The older I get, the more intensified it is. Like, extremely intensified of the goofiness of it all. And maybe it's because, they say the older people get, they filter is turned off. Well, I guess my filter was serious. And that filter is gone. I know when I need to be for real serious. But even with that, if something happens in my presence that is funny in this so-called serious moment, I am sorry, I'm going to laugh. I'm that person, if I see you fall, I will laugh first and then ask if you're okay later. After I have laughed, slapped my knee a few times, wiped my face from the tears, and then I will be like, are you okay? And then as soon as you say, You laugh first. I'm gonna laugh again probably, and be like, "But I did ask you." That's me. That's how I roll. Um, I'm pretty sure it gets on people's nerves. People I have in my head right now, but life is so much funner this way. It's a good time. And I know funner may not be a word, but it's a word today. It's so much fun just having a good time. I know I got bills. They gonna get paid when they get paid. I know that this happened or that happened or this will happen or that will happen. I know all this information, but do we need to dwell in it? I guess that's my main thing. I'm all about have a moment and then let that moment go. I don't know if that's healthy or unhealthy, but I don't like sitting in sad, serious mode very long. It's too depressing. It's too just heavy. It's like being mad at somebody. I I don't have time to stay mad at you. I will have my moment of I'm upset with you. I will have my moment of let me process this, and so I know what to say and how to say it. But my thing is this, once I have my conversation with you, I'm done. I'm done. I feel like I got all out what I needed to say. You got all out what you needed to say. I feel like when that period hits, as in like the end of a sentence period, when that period hits, we should be done. There's no more need for discussion. We don't need to revisit this moment. I feel like in a lot of ways I'm like a dude like that. I don't feel like rehashing. I don't like to go back over stuff over and over and over and over and over. Like for why? For why? There's no need to do that. We said our piece. I think that's probably why I have more guy friends than I do female friends, because I don't like the pettiness. I don't like that female messiness. I just don't. I have people in my life that I have been done wrong by multiple ways, or even the same way over and over again. But when I get to the point where I'm done, that period I was talking about, I'm done. I don't have that in me to keep going back and forth or staying mad or being in a situation or staying serious. I can't roll like that. I don't roll like that. So I don't know what to tell you. If you can't handle that, we can't be friends, I guess. Cause no, I'm trying to have a good time. Okay, well, enough about that. Something else, I this is actually geared more towards church people, if anything. It cracks me up how church people are real quick to say, um, like superstition or like birth signs, things like that are witchcraft. But growing up in church, I can honestly say church folks are the most superstitious folks on the planet. They can say what they want. And I'm saying they because I don't say it. I'm in church. I'm saved. But I don't say these things. They will say it's witchcraft in a minute. But they are the first ones that be like, don't put your purse on the floor. Don't sweep my foot with your broom. Break a mirror, oh Lord Jesus. Don't split the pole. They will, and these are superstitions. These are all superstitions. They will quickly say that is witchcraft, but they do it. They practice it. We practice it. And another one, as far as like the signs, they were like, I don't believe in all that. But they'll be real quick to be like, well, shoot, I'm a Pisces, which I am. I'm a Pisces. That's how I roll. I'm a Scorpio. That's who I be. Don't mess with me. I'm a Gemini. I'm crazy. Stuff like that. But I don't listen to all that stuff, and I don't partake in that kind of mess. That's witchcraft. Then if it's witchcraft, why do you post it? Why do you share it with others, your sign, as a badge of honor? If it's witchcraft. If you just so happen to find out what your sign is and never bring it back up in conversation, that's one thing. But if you yourself is initiating it and yelling, it's Taurus season, then bruh, you believe in that stuff. You believe in it hard. Matter of fact, you will find out what a person is when you're about to date them and not date them because you find out what their sign is. Why would you do that if you didn't believe in that? Don't be like, well, I dated one before and it didn't work out. Well, that was that individual. That doesn't mean that person's going to be the same way. You're basing it off a sign and that sign characteristics. Are you not? Are you not? You is. You is. Because I'm a Pisces. I am a Pisces. I am a Pisces that cannot swim. I am a Pisces that does not wash her face in the shower because I low-key think I'm going to drown in there. I wash my face in the sink. I am an emotional creature. I have a great imagination. I have a huge heart, but I also have an equal huge temper once pushed to that level. It's not a good thing to get a Pisces upset because you must have really took that Pisces to the deep end for them to get to where they are. And it's not a pretty place. So you cannot take one piece and not eat the whole loaf. You cannot do that. Is you is or is you ain't. You is. You sure is. You is big time supercalifragilisticexpialidocious superstitious. That's who you is. I'm just saying. So I guess if you really want to label this whole stereotypes of what a church person is or shouldn't be, let the word define who that person is. Let people be who they are and you worry about you. How about that? And that's what's wrong with this world right now anyway. Everybody's in everybody's business except their own. That old song, sweep behind your own front door before you come and sweep around mine. Stay in your lane. All right? What's your thoughts on this? What do you think? Do you think that it's okay to be in church and tell jokes? Or do you have to be serious? Can you be in church and believe in superstition? Or do you believe that is witchcraft or something church folks had no business being a part of? Do you believe that astronomy is also witchcraft? Or do you actually believe in some of the facts that's in there and you just think it's just a good informational tool? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think about these things because I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious of what y'all think about this. Okay? Thank you for joining me on this episode of me rambling. And as always, thanks for joining your girl, your one and only Worldly Church Girl. For more information, go to www.worldlychurchgirl.com. And if you haven't already, hit that subscription button.